Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an author, speaker, and proud father. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. You have to add to a successful man's life. Now, ladies, I know I've done said 1,000 times, try to find a man you work on. You got to work with, to build with. And I know a whole lot of ladies are like, oh, no, he'll leave it and all of that. Well, ladies, one thing about that leaving thing, if you get a man and he's already successful in everything, he can leave even quicker. Just keep that in mind, okay? What's stopping him from leaving? Just real quick on that. What's stopping him from, I want you to think about what's stopping him from leaving. He doesn't have a real bond with you. If he's already made his money, went through all the hard stuff, made the money, got that level of success, only thing you could possibly give him is sex. Well, it's not the only thing, but in most cases, you get women, they're like, oh, well, I can just live talking about what they getting. And I'm like, pfft. If you give him sex, he can get that from someplace else. Sex only lasts a while. You got to hit him in other areas. And that's the whole point of this podcast. Ladies, if you really want that successful man, you don't want to build with a guy, or let me say a situation where you legitimately meet a guy and he's already successful. Yeah, let's go with that angle, because, I can say build, but sometimes there are cases where you legitimately meet a man, he's already successful. In order to get him, you got to add something. So what are you adding? And see, this is a problem I've seen with a lot of ladies. A lot of ladies, when somebody brings up, well, what are you adding? They get mad. Ladies. You got to add something for the simple reason. What's this guy going to, that guy ain't taking care of some grown woman. Shoot, he might already have a daughter. He don't need another one. Only woman a man absolutely, positively needs to take care of without her really giving anything in return is his daughter. And that's because he was halfway responsible for bringing her into the world. He has an obligation to take care of her, but you're not his daughter. So when you meet that successful man, you got to add something. You got to bring him something that he can't get anyplace else. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts. You think this man done worked hard. He done sweated. He done worked hard. He put in long hours. He studied. He sacrificed. Shoot, for some of these successful men, they might have had to get their gourmet meals from a dollar store. They might have had to sleep on an air mattress. They probably had to drive that hoopty. Oh, they went through a lot, and they did it. A lot of them did it without any significant female companionship. A whole lot of successful men. Every single man who's had some level of success, he got a story. He got a story where he might have had to work on a part-time job where he's doing physical labor that had nothing to do with his expertise. He might have had to put in long hours and stuff. It's no way. I don't care. Even if you physically attractive, and really you gotta be at a high level. If you anything less than a woman he considers a dime, gotta bring way more to the table. Because even a dime has to bring something else to the table. Even a dime. Even if it's just like, he's with the dime, everybody's looking at him a certain way, and all they do is have sex. She still got to bring something to the table. So you got to add to that man. Okay, so you meet him. All right, he's already successful. A big thing you could add is, I'm telling you, ladies, a big thing you can add is that somehow your presence helps him to make more money, to become even more successful, to have a certain peace in life. Now, here's a funny thing with that, ladies. I'm saying do that, but then isn't that building with him? No, he's not building from like 30,000. He's building from 300,000. over $250,000. But you still building with them. Like, here's the thing, ladies. You got to build with them no matter what. A grown-ass man is not going to take a woman, even if she's super attractive, and be a daddy to her. Let me say that again. He is not going to be that. In fact, you shouldn't even want that. I know it's something for women to call a man daddy during sex, but as a woman, as an adult woman, you shouldn't want that. You want some dude to take care of you? That's some little girl stuff. You want to be a mature woman. And it's not saying you got to bring money or anything, but you got to give him something. Even if it's just giving him a peace of mind. You got to add something to his life. See, one of the things, ladies, I know there's other content creators, they go on you hard. I go on you from tough love. And like I said, you got to add something to it. What you bringing to the table? And some women get mad when a man bring that up, but you talking realistic. The man done worked hard. He done got the money. And quite frankly, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. If all he wants is sex, there's plenty of high-end escorts out there. Indeed, that's why a whole lot of men with money would rather just deal with a sugar baby and be done with it. Because at least a sugar baby giving them some good sex. At least the sugar baby is giving him some good sex. And you got some men, they're unapologetic about it too. Rom could say, I can scream to the top of my lungs, oh, don't trick. And they'll just look at you like, whatever, Rom, I don't feel like it. I'm paying her just to leave. You know? And indeed, you got a whole lot of guys, even on the sex tourism thing, they work real hard and they just deal with that woman. They know it's business, but they get their rocks off and go. So the thing is, if you really want that successful man, you got to say, well, what you adding to it? What are you bringing? Can you at least at minimum say, well, okay, he's at 300,000. Can you say that you with him, you can help him get to $1 million? But then if you helping him get to $1 million, you're building with him, aren't you? He's just a little bit ahead of the guy he's way ahead of the guy making 30,000, but it's the same principle. You still got to add something. A grown-ass man is not going to take care of a grown-ass woman that is not his daughter or his mother or sister. If you ain't a biological relative to him, you got to bring something to him. And like I said, it got to at least be peace, but then I'm seeing a lot of women, they got the attitude of, well, he's supposed to do this, he's supposed to serve. Even so, it's like, whatever. No, what are you adding to his life? What are you bringing to him? It got to be something, ladies. It got to be something. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. So if you want that successful, look, let's just be real. Like I said about the building part. Because here's the thing with a man. Once a man makes $1 million, you know what he wants? $2 million. He makes that $2 million. You know what he wants then? $4 million. So he's still building. He ain't gonna just make that money and stop. That's not a man's nature. If a man worked that hard to get to a certain point, he always wants more. So if you're gonna deal with him, you gotta be that woman who's gonna ride with him, gently ride with him. And let's be real. I know a lot of women say, like I said earlier, a lot of women say, "Oh well, he'll get that money and leave and everything." If he's gonna leave, ladies. If he's gonna leave no matter what. I'm just gonna be real with you. Now you say, well, what to do? You gotta be in a position you giving him something he can't get anyplace else. And once the women figure that out, then you have a legitimate shot at getting a successful man. And it could be whatever. I ain't gonna say anything specific. It depends on the man. He might just want a legitimate friend. He might want a legitimate friend, or he might want a woman that worships God the same way he do. What are you bringing to him? You know? Are you ready to have his kids? Maybe that's what he wants. You ready? But it got to be something. You got to add something to that successful man's life. So I want y'all to think on this, ladies, and I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.